Hi and welcome back to my channel Crafty Calamity. So today I'm coming in with this Christmas Village in Elegance collection. So I have got the Toppers collection, I've got the foil cardstock, and I have got the plain adorable scoreable cardstock as well. So before I started my video, I've gone in and I've cut 2 pieces of card from that collection down. So both card pieces are the same size, so 10 by 5, then scored at 2, 1, 2, 8 and 9, and then folded in together like that to make the back of the card. And then the front of the card I've used one of the foiled pieces, so the same again, 10 by 5, scored at 1, 2, 8 and 9, so that then when the card comes together it'll be like so, and it should, when it's made and stuck together, it should fold down flat, so it'll go in a 10 by 5 or a 10 by 6 or 10 by 7 envelope, depending on what size envelope you have. So that'd be like that. And I've got a piece of snowy acetate which I'm going to use in the front behind this scene. So oops, knocking everything over. So this front one piece is going to be die cut. So I have these moonstone dies, Hunkydory dies, which are the fancy labels, straight edge. So this one is going to cut out from the front section so that I can build my scene up from the outside to the inside, or bits in on this piece and then bits on the front and bits on the acetate. And then I have all the topper sheets that are here. So I have the ones with the Father Christmas, the couple, the moon and things like that. Ones with the houses, the lampshades, lampposts rather, the sentiment topper sheet, plus the Christmas trees, and then the one with all the build up of the town, London at the bottom. Don't know what all these other ones are, like little village. So that is them that we're going to be working with, or I'm going to be working with. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to go and cut this die out for the front of my card. Just going to stick that down onto there and pull out my bits for my die cut machine. So my die cut machine is not a very big one, it's a Big Shot, Sizzix Big Shot, but it's one of it's the green one, and I've had it quite a few years but I've hardly ever used it. And I see these cards being made on Hunkydory TV a while ago, but I've never attempted to make anything with them, so I thought I would have a go today. So before I started doing my video, I just had a figure out in my head a plan of how this card is going to end up coming out, hopefully. So most of the time this is just most of the time my cards, when I make them, I've never planned them prior to doing the card, making the card. I've only done them as I've gone along. So I'm not a plan crafter, I'm a start to finish making it up as I go. So that's cut out perfectly. Just going to pull this off and just be a bit careful when you're pulling these away. And keep that bit for the back of the card. Just going to pull that off of there and stick this back onto here so I don't lose them. Put that to the side while I work on my design. And then I'm going to cut the piece of snowy acetate. So before I stick all this card together, I will burnish these all down so that they all fit nicely. make sure I burnish that the right way, because otherwise it will not sit on that card properly. So this bit, never throw anything away when you're cutting stuff out, because you never know when you might need it. So I'm going to cut this down. I've lost my trimmer. I'll put my trimmer away because I thought I'd finished cutting, but I haven't. I've got to do this, and then my school board's falling over. So I'm just going to open this trimmer. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 because that's how tall the card is. Just trying to see if it's on there. And then just going to check against this back bit. Oops. Against this back bit if it needs to be any shorter, or whether I'm going to stick with this bit that I've got here. Because obviously when this has gone onto there, so it'll go on this way, hopefully, like so, and then onto there, so you don't need it to be as big. So I'm hoping that's going to work. So I just need to cut off. I'm just going to cut off about let's see. So this is about, so if I go there, so it's just over the 9. So if I cut half, let's try that. Let's see, because obviously when you fold this down this way, it needs to be so that it goes, because you can fold these down flat hopefully, and I mean I have made a couple of diorama cards, so you can hopefully fold them down so they stay quite flat. So I'm hoping that when I've got the acetate underneath that this is still going to close down flat, otherwise it'll have to go in a box envelope. But we'll have just put that there for now. I'm just going to move that piece out of the way. I'm just going to put my trimmer down the side of me by here, just in case I need that in a minute. So that's just going to go there. Oh, I need this back one. So what I'm going to do, what I'm thinking of doing with this one is I'm going to come in with this London scene, as I live in that kind of area. Well, I don't live in London, but I'm close to London where I live. I live in Bedfordshire, classed as Bedfordshire where I live. So I'm just going to put some trees on the back of this one. So I'm just going to pick out some random designs of some trees, different ones, so they're not all of the same design. Got one of these little wintry ones, wispy ones. This is going to go on the back of my card to build up my scene, so not that one first. Oops. Oh, so butterfingers today. So that one can go over there because he's tiny. And then this one maybe can go underneath this one. This one can go on the top. So it's sort of building up a scene at the background. Maybe we'll go with, what else shall I pick out from this one? Let's pick out this little teeny tiny one here. So that one can go on there. We'll pick out another one to go behind them two. So maybe what I'm going to do is actually do it this way around. Decided to go a different route. Well, still the same route, but a different orientation. So that one and that one like that. Pick out another tree. I might go with this one here. And then put that one there maybe, and then that one on the top like so. So that's the background. I dropped a little car that come out of one of these when I pulled out the toppers for that one. And then I don't know whether I'm going to go with any of these houses, probably not. And then I want to pull out the moon. No, I don't. I want to pull out this lovely couple here. That one. And I think that's it off of this topper sheet here. Maybe this little lantern. I think that's it from that one. I might come back and pick some more out of this one, I'm not 100% sure. I finished with the tree one, and I don't want the house one, the other one from the village, from the houses. This might have to be cut down a little bit because it's a little bit long for the front. So this one's going on the front, this one's going on the back. These ones are going inside the card on the acetate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to foam pad these up. And hopefully these foam pads ain't too big for some of these trees. I'm going to get some smaller ones out maybe for this. Oh no, they might be alright actually. Yep, perfect. So now the bigger trees are going to go in the middle of this. I might decide to pick a bunting out, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to get seen from the inside anyway, because of the decoration I've got on the other, because this has got to sit on top of there. I'm going to put another foam pad on that one. So this one is going to sit over this side, just like so. And then I'm going to put this one on. Might have to put another foam pad on this. So that one's going to sit like that. This one can sit underneath. So if I just lift this one up, tuck that one under, and then this one I'm going to have to double foam pad it again, and then this one is going to sit just, oops, just on there like so. And I've got my little lantern, which I think that's going to go on the acetate. So I'm just going to get my high-tack tape, and I'm just going to put it onto here. In that corner, all the way along. And the same with the other side. I'm going to find the end again. And snip there. So all I'm going to do with this one at the moment is I'm going to peel this off like so, get my little bit of acetate, make sure it's up the right way, which it is. So I'm just going to stick this onto here and hopefully it's level. So it's like so, and then hopefully when that's, because I don't want it to be too like awkward, so that So this is crafting, as they say, on the fly. So I just need it. So it's going to be sitting proud. So it's going to be, if I straighten that up a little bit, so I might have to stick this down and then cut that bit off afterwards. Cut the bit I don't need off this after I've stuck this down. So I'm just going to try my best to bring this in, so it's going to be like, so when it's standing up, try not to get it stuck on the card at the moment. Because it needs to be, oops, so that it is, just trying to use my fingers, just to bring it in, just so that it's not going to be sagging in the middle. So let me just pull this off, because it's not going to wreck anything. So I'm hoping that if I put that there like that, when it's standing up, it's going to stand proud. There we go. So I'm just going to try and trim this excess off if I can, without cutting the cardstock. It's not as straight can be, but it's as good as it's going to be. That's how it's supposed to stand. So now I need to figure out, this is going to go onto the front of here, but I want the Big Ben and the whatever that building is. I don't know what that building is. So I want this one to be like that, or maybe I'm just going to put that so it sits off. Yeah, I'm going to do that one so that it sits off the beaten track, so to speak. So I'm going to put that on a thin piece of stripping. These, I don't know what they're called now, the strips, so they're thin foam strips, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm just going to put them onto here, just going to stick this down, and if I don't like it sticking over, then I can cut them off with my scissors or with my crafting knife once I've decided on where I want my people to be. So just pulling off these backings. Just going to grab this. I'm not going to place it down yet. Just having a look to see if I like the way that looks. Yeah, that's quite cool, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Just going to stick that down because that's perfect, and then just going to put that there. Just going to foam pad these up, my little couple. So I'm just going to put that down there, and then I'm going to get my craft knife and I'm just going to trim down there, just so that I'm not using a full size foam pad on this one. Down his legs. I'm going to try and do another thin one for her legs. Which I'm hoping this bit will be okay. Yep. Just peel these back ends off. Like so. Then I'm just going to try and figure out how far up where I want these to be standing. Just going to stand that over for a minute. I think I'm going to put them to just there. And I'll bring this in. That's so tiny. I think I've got some tiny ones somewhere. I did have, yeah. There we go. Just going to put a little teeny tiny one on the bottom of there, and then another little teeny tiny one just above that one, like so. Pull these back ends off. Put my front of my card, just while I work out where I want this little lantern to be, which I think, oh, it's going to go in that corner there somewhere. Go hopefully about there. Let's have a look now, see how that looks. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish these down a little bit because I didn't quite finish doing the burnishing of these when I cut this out, because I didn't want to burnish them too much until I decided how I was going to do this card. So now that's burnished down, see how that looks. Yeah, that's cool. I'm quite happy with that one. So again, I'm going to come in with the all-purpose, the high-tack tape again. That's the word I was looking for, not all-purpose. And then I'm going to place this just on there, and I'm going to do one side at a time, taking the red line tape bit off, because you don't want the card to stick down while you're trying to place and get it as close to the edge as possible when you're doing a style of card or diorama. So I'm just going to pull off the backing on this one and grab my front. I'm just going to hold this side down, hopefully line this up, this side up, and then give it a press, and then I'm just going to flip that while I try and sort this one out. So I'm just going to flatten that a minute because it was getting in the way. So now I'm going to come in with this one again, same on this side. Just be very careful when you're putting the other side on as well, that you get it as flush as you can to the other side of that as well, and then it should hopefully, if it's going to play its game, stand up like that. So that's how a diorama card is made. So that's how it'll look when it's standing on a mantelpiece. So I'm just going to try and bring that up a little bit to the camera, just so that you can see how the dimension is. You can't really see, but if I hold it like that, when you do look at the video, you'll be able to see how it actually looks when it's standing up. So that is how it will look. So if I turn it that way, actually, you might, so if that way will be hopefully how it looks when it's standing up. I'm never too sure when I'm doing things on videos, because what looks right to me might be upside down to you guys. So now I'm just going to pick a sentiment, I think. I don't know if I need to go in with any of these buses or cars, because I don't think they're actually going to make any difference on there, to be quite honest. So from across the mile, to both of you at Christmas, might go with that one actually, to both of you at Christmas. And then stick that on. Oops, not all that. So I think this one is going to go in this corner. No, maybe in the other corner, because it's going to hide my lantern. So I think I'm just going to go, might go in the middle. Might stick it there actually. So I'm going to put a sticky foam pad right across the middle of that. And then make sure it's straight and stick that down. And there we have a diorama village card. If you wanted to, you could put, like, I don't know what happened to that other, oh there it is. I've got these couple of little cars that go with this scene, and a bus, but I don't know if I really want to put any of that stuff on there, to be quite honest. I think I quite like it as it is with this scene, so I think I'm going to leave that one as is, and I'm still going to leave that like that. Yeah, it seems to be fine. So there is my style of freehand diorama using the Christmas village that I brought when I liked them making the cards on the Hunkydory website. So, oh, don't throw them in the bin. Come back. So my card went in the bin. So I've still got loads of stuff that I haven't even touched yet, like these little houses, which would probably be good for one of these house ones. And you've got the carousel one with the animals, I don't know what, and then the park one, and then the tree one at the back. So I might come back with that one another time. I just wanted to have a go and see how this one was going to come together. So that is the card for this one. I hope you enjoyed this card, and a different kind of style for me as well, making my own diorama, because most of the diorama cards I've got are all pre-cut and with instructions. So I've actually made one from scratch with no instructions, and I seem to have got it done and finished. So yeah, that is that. So, oh, and on the back, just before I go, on the back of this one, you can use the bit that I said to you don't throw away. You can stick that on the back where you can write on it as well, because with this one you don't get the insert. So you can stick that on the back there, put your verse on and write to whoever it is, and then that'll be that one sorted for Christmas for somebody. So yeah, so hopefully you like this video, and I will see you when I do my next one. So please do subscribe if you like my videos. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye for now.